Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you this absolutely gorgeous Dutch pull-through crown braid, and I'm super excited because this has been one of my favorite styles lately. If you are new to my channel, my name is Julie Christine. I do hair and makeup videos here on YouTube every week. I would love to have you consider subscribing. Go ahead and hit the bell notification down below so that you can get notified when I post videos. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to demo here on my mannequin today. We're going to start by sectioning off the hair into ponytails. I'm just starting at the top of that part line right in the middle of the head. I'm bringing my section down about to the middle of this eyebrow. I am going to section this off with a little rubber band. So we're going to put the rubber band at the bottom of our section. For our second section, I'm going to go about a ½ inch to an inch away from that one, just under it a little bit. I did prep her hair with just a little bit of smoothing balm before we started. Okay, this is a half up style, so everything that's in these ponytails is gonna be in the braid. I want some of this long hair to be framing her face, so I'm not gonna do my section too far down. I like it to stop probably right about the temple if she was a person and had temples. So this third section is gonna be my last one that goes under these two, and then I'm basically just gonna be going straight down with the others. For the next section, we're almost going to start doing little triangles, and we're coming a little bit further down the head. So since this is like a halo, sort of a crown braid, I want it to droop down a little bit. The top is going to sit right here and the bottom is going to sit a little bit lower. So I'm mimicking that with the way that I do my sections. To probably my last 2 or 3 sections, and I'm going to show you guys a little trick. I am going to add in an extension in these next 2 sections just to give it more fullness, because the braid's going to wrap around, and down here it's going to be nice and thick because it has all this hair, but up here we're kind of coming towards the tails of the hairs and it will be a little bit thinner. So for uniformity, I'm going to pop in these extensions. These are 2 piecers. I'm just going to fold it over each other and just clip it right in my section. I'm going to put it pretty down low, so the braid's going to cover this, so you won't see it at all, but it will give this top, like this front piece, more bulk. And you can back comb it if you want to get it nice and secure, but because it's under the rubber band, it's not going to go anywhere. So you guys don't have extensions, or this seems like a little extra to you, try it without it. I promise it'll still be super cute. You can see the extension piece right now, but like I said before, that is totally fine. I'm going to show you how to cover it. This is going to be my last section right here. So I'm just going to have the band sit about there so that it is even. I'm going to pop the extension in there too. I'm using a 2-clip for the extra bulk. When you fold it over, it's a lot thicker. A lot of extension kits come with just a single. If you are new to hairstyling, you can start with that because hiding and clipping in those single is going to be super easy. All right, now that those are in, I'm going to do a 360 so you guys can see. So these start a little bit higher, and then we just taper down to about the middle of her skull. I also like to go through and just pull each section up at the top just a little bit for some volume, because this is going to be like the height of the style, and I think it looks a little bit softer if we have some height instead of it just being like really plastered to her head. So now we're going to go ahead and start doing the braid. So this is just your basic pull-through braid actually, so we're just going to take this top section, split it right in half. So split top in half, take the section underneath it and bring it through, and we're going to clip it out of the way. Now we're going to take these 2 sections, bring them together, and we're going to tie it in with this one right here. And I basically just put my rubber bands right on top of each other. Now we can release this section, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to split this one right in 2 and then bring the second one through. Bring these 2 underneath and combine them with this ponytail. So now that we have 2 sections, I'm going to start pulling them apart. I just grab on the outside and very gently start spreading apart. I wiggle it a little bit. So first I pancake it. I just pull the outsides to make it flat, but then I also want it to be a little bit puffy. So I'm really gently gonna pull out this middle part. Next section, same thing. And this one's usually a little bit skinnier of a section because this first one had all that hair. That's okay. I just have to pull out a little bit more. Now I'm gonna keep going on with my pull-through braid. You definitely want to be pulling it apart as you go, because it's a lot easier to get fullness that way. If you were to combine all the sections first and then go through and pull it apart, the rubber bands would be a lot tighter and you wouldn't be able to get as big of a braid. And in my opinion, I think the bigger braid, the better, and I think that's why this style is so pretty. Now that we've reached the front, we've obviously run out of sections, so I'm just going to continue this as a normal pull-through braid. It's the same thing as we've been doing before, just dividing the top section in half and then pulling it over this one. Braid is completed, I'm going to decide where I want it to sit on her head. If you want it up really high, you can have it covering the forehead. If you want, I want mine to sit about right there. I'm going to pin it and then I'm going to hide this braid. This braid ends at about the same place where this one does, so what I'm going to do is just pull this braid in through there so I can hide it with this loop. Now I have this sort of tail, so I'm just gonna hide it under this braid. Now that we have our braid completed, the most important part is actually the finishing technique. So I'm gonna go through and make these a little bit bigger, make sure it's all even and kind of move the braid around, and then I'm gonna hairspray. I'm actually using a lot of hairspray because I really want all of these flyaways to be smooth. I want the focus to be on the braid and not the frizz. So to finish this look off and make it feel more complete, I am gonna add a row of extensions and I'm gonna curl it with my 32mm wand. I'm going to use a 32mm wand. This one is by Lange, so it has heat settings. I'm doing 410 because this is a looser wand. My curls are going to be bigger, so I like to turn the heat up just so they have more holds. And I'm going to curl everything in the same direction. And I like to give it a little bit of twist. Instead of flat wrapping it, I'm letting the piece spiral around the wand, and that gives it a bigger curl. I really like the look of the 32mm wand with this braid. I feel like the big loose curls really pair well with this really chunky braid. Spray and just pull some pieces out and spray it. I just love it. If you guys recreate this style, make sure you tag me on Instagram so that I can see. My Instagram is juliechristinebeauty. This is the finished look. And if you liked this video, I have a couple others I think you'll like too. I will put them here and here. Thank you guys so much for watching.